Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Chicago Cubs. Marquee hurlers are on tap in this one, and it's coming your way next. Mark Pryor, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Striding in, Ozzie Smith, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike 1.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And that misses 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here it comes.
2-1.
Shaping up to be a pretty nice day for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 2-1 is in there for the second strike. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
To the plate now, Joe Torre. As he'll take a look at ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Torre takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
The 3-1. And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
Batting third, the left fielder, Dan.
At the plate, Stan Musial. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Torre leads off first with 1 away. And it's 1-1 to Stan the man. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Row, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
To Sandberg at second. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Bottom of the first, straight ahead. We are scoreless on the show. Gibson will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Stepping in, Ryan Sandberg. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Now here's the pitch. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. And he takes ball 4, so the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, the third baseman.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And perhaps sensing a hit and run may be on, a move to first. And the runner back. A runner at first with no outs here. Two and one.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Nobody out, runner on first. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Into the box now, Billy Williams. He'll swing and lift a ball fouled off to the left and out of play. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. 0-1. Here it comes. And there's ball one.
One ball.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Again, a 1-2. A swing and a miss. He offered it a ball way outside the strike zone for out number 2.
Wow, that's the case right there where a pitcher knows this guy's up there and he's in swing mode. That pitch wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he still swung at it.
At the plate now, Ernie Banks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Musial is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs strand one. We are still scoreless. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rogers Hornsby. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Two and 2 the count. And the pitch.
That pitch was way down on 2-2, but give the hitter some credit there. Sometimes with 2 strikes, you're more apt to expand the strike zone, but he didn't and held off on that one that wasn't even close.
Howe is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the first out of the inning.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Chris Bryant down at third base today playing the hot corner. And he's a guy that can move around. The manager can put him in the outfield, but his home is at third base. He's got the arm to get it done, a strong arm. He can go behind the bag and make big-time plays, and the nice soft hands.
Into the box, Jim Edmonds, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. In there, 1-2 now.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Albert Pujols. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Now at the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Anthony Rizzo.
First delivery to him on the way. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Rizzo is up over 1,200 career hits during his time in the majors. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Now in the box, Wilson Contreras. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the stretch. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Rizzo on at first. Nobody out. Fouled away. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Musial is there, and he has it for the out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And this team, They're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Ball one to start the at-bat. Bottom of the second here with no score. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball two.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Runners are at first and second with one away. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Three-two pitch. And he misses with that one. Ball four, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
He could get the early hook if he can't be a little bit more precise here. That's walk number 2 of the inning, and we're only in the second.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Mark Pryor. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Here's the pitch. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Just way too patient in this situation. With the bases loaded like this is your chance to be the hero.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Bases are loaded with only one out. Now a fastball. Oh, strike 3 called on a pitch that looked inside. Instead, it's out number 2.
Now back, second base.
Riding in once again, Ryan Sandberg reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Pause, now the pitch. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The set and the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Two out, bases loaded. Lifted in the air out to left field. Musial is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. A couple of walks, but no damage. 2 complete. Still scoreless here on the show. All set for the start of the inning. Striding into the box, Yadier Molina, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
And the pitch.
Oh.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Slow roller out to short. Scooped up. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring in the switch hitting outfielder Dexter Fowler. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A ball and no strikes. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 1-1.
Two.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
At the plate, Bob Gibson, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Hey, pretty good swing right there by the pitcher. I know he'll be telling his boys in the dugout to take some hitting lessons from him if he's going to square line drives up all day.
To the plate now, Ozzie Smith. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball game. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Gibson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a heater in there for a strike. And this is in a bit tight, maybe above the letters as well, so it's a full count now, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. One left for the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Standing in, Chris Bryant. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
Well, this is an approach we've seen him use effectively lately. Set up the inside and then get him out with pitches away.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Right there for strike 1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Here's the 0-1.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's the modern game right now. North-south. Elevate that high fastball and bury stuff in the dirt. Completely different from the east-west we came up playing.
And that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Ernie Banks.
So in now for Chicago, Ernie Banks. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Good back-to-back sliders right there. That just tells me that he feels really good about his breaking ball, and if he continues to have good command of that hard slider, he should continue to do well in this ball game.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Cubs are down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. So striding in, Joe Torre. He drew a base on balls his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love, you know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
And he is going to have extra bases to start the fourth. And he will make it there as the Cardinals get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Now that
when you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Into the box now, Stan Musial, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear they don't want to challenge this guy right here, but working around a guy can come back to bite you at times.
Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. Torrey leads off second with nobody out. Three and one to the Cardinals left fielder.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is hit hard to the right side. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted. High and deep. Into the bleachers and gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know all home runs count the same, but that one went a little bit farther than most. That's what he does. A power hitter with a challenge fastball is going to go a long way when he's on his game.
Stepping in now, Rogers Hornsby. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Hornsby, the former Baltimore Oriole, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Hit down the third baseline. Bryant is up with it on to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jim Edmonds. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Popped him up. Contreras is right there. 2 gone.
Up next to the Cardinals, the first baseman, Albert Pujols.
At the plate, Albert Pujols. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball one.
1 ball, no strike.
A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Two runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. Back here with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the left-handed hitting power threat Anthony Rizzo starts out the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Ball 2. Rizzo, a native Floridian. He was taken in the 6th round back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, when you come out in the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
3-0 to him now. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. He drew a walk his first time up. Comes set, now the pitch. Hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Now batting, right fielder, J.J. Hayward.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's given the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Here's the 0-2. Fastball well outside.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Fouled off. 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Fowler. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. The relay throw, and he'll make it over to third base safely, so that puts runners at the corners with only one gone.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. From the belt, the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Mark Meyer.
So here now's the pitcher, Mark Pryor, and their runners at the corners now. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Fouled away. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Now to the plate, Yadier Molina comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Number 4, Yadier Molina.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Dexter Fowler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Fowler stands 6'5" tall and will hit from both sides of the plate. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And Hayward will put this one away for out number 2.
Now batting, the pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Into the box now, Bob Gibson. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Sandberg. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Chris Bryant now. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Ready for another shot now, Billy Williams. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
Here's the 1-1. Bryant, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Musial is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ernie Banks.
Digging in, Ernie Banks. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
And that's in there for strike 1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Oh, 1-2.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Musial is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for the Cubs. They trail it here 2-0. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Smith, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
Now batting, third baseman, Joe Torre.
Into the box, Joe Torre, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. A 1 pitch on its way. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Got him. A slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
At the plate now, Stan Musial. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Now a throw over to first, just keeping him close. Runners on first with 1 down. A ball and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And there's a cold strike. The throw is not going to get him as he swipes second.
This catcher has an elite arm, but when you get that great of a jump at first base, it makes it a lot easier to steal second.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
At the plate, Rogers Hornsby, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And it's fouled away. Smith at second with 2 down. And another foul ball.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he struck struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Cards leave one, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here comes the first pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul. And now a pitch on the way.
Oh. 1-1. Two and one.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. He's around first, heading for 2. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Fouled off. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the belt, the pitch.
2-2.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here's Jason Hayward now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And this guy loves to throw the slider, and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Digging in, Ian Happ. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people and runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Misses, ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Ernie Banks will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 14, Ernie Banks.
Now a strike called in the upper part of the zone. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're still down. It's 2-0. Alec Mills is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jim Edmonds. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, great job pounding his zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The windup and the 0-1. Line drive to left. Williams arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So digging in now, Albert Pujols 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. First pitch on its way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Hard hit ball to short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Yadier Molina, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Pujols, base runner at first with 1 out. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep, and it's gone into the bleachers. So a 2-run shot to left center, and with it, the Cardinals have increased their lead 4-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Dexter Fowler now.
Fowler.
As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No hits to this point. Big swing and a miss at the changeup. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Hit sharply on the ground. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, not an easy thing to do right there, D-Row, with that stacked infield on the right side. You hit it through where the shift is. Have to hit that in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, he found a good result right there, Dan. Pitcher actually executed right there. Got him to hit it where he wanted to. Put good barrel, good contact on that ball, and was able to find the hole.
In now, Bob Gibson. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This is foul for the first strike. The 0-1 pitch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1.
Great decision there to pull back. Step number 1 in getting a sacrifice bunt down. Make sure you bunt a pitch that you can handle.
And they will have him bunting with 1 away as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Stepping into the box, Ozzie Smith, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. The 0-1 delivery. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Two out here and a runner at second. Right at the third baseman, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's now 4-0 St. Louis. Settling in now, Ryan Sandberg. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
The guy in the mound is having one heck of a night, but the downside of that, if you're going to strike out a lot of guys, your pitch count is going to be high. So this gives the offense some kind of hope as this game's getting down to the end.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Into center field, line drive, base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
It's the best competition in all of sport, the pitcher against the batter right there. He fouled off multiple pitches, refused to go down. Not only did he get a knock, but he ran some pitch total up too.
To the plate now, Chris Bryant. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 pitch.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Two balls and a strike. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. To 2-2 now.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
So a full count now.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Hot shot down the line. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. The 3-2 one more time.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing a starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Fouled away. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
When you're this deep into a start, it can be really exhausting and annoying when a hitter makes you work as hard as he did right there. He got the strikeout. That's great, but he's probably thinking, get that guy out of here.
Stepping in now, Billy Williams. And he lays off there 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 home.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Now a move over to first. Don't want to forget about him. Sandberg stands at first with 1 out. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. On a rope to the second baseman, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
The batter, the shortstop, Ernie.
Stepping up now, Ernie Banks. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. This one's down to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Cubs strand 1. They trail here 4-0. Joe Torre is working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Third baseman, Joe Torre.
The pitch. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
Now batting, left field.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Stan Musial will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This is line to left, but this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
The second baseman, Roger Hornsby.
Now at the plate, Rogers Hornsby. No thump out of him in this game so far, as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. First pitch coming. Here it is. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. A bouncer up the middle. Gloved by Banks. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're in front 4-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
New
please.
pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
The pitch. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Wilson Contreras is on deck. Here's the 3-1. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Hey, Matty V, this guy had it going in this one. You look down at the bottom of that scroll. 10 strikeouts. He had that swing and miss stuff from the beginning all the way to the end in this one.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. The 2-0 on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Edmonds, and he's got it for your second out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Jason Hayward. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
2 out, nobody on. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. And it's fouled away. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Rowan Wick is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Victor Caratini will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Now at the plate, Jim Edmonds. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
The 1-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-0 count. The pitch is a fastball that misses.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
Happ picks it up.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Albert Pujols. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 delivery. And a good pitch, but he gets quite a lot of it. And in fact, he got more than a lot of it. He got all of it. It's a home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now batting, the catcher, Yadier.
At the plate now, Yadier Molina. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
0-2 count, and the pitch.
1-2.
And a big cut at the breaking ball, but he comes up empty, and that's the first out.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
So now to the plate, Dexter Fowler, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Ready with the 0-1.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The pitcher, number 21, Andrew Miller.
Paul Goldschmidt will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 46, Paul Goldschmidt.
Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Last chance coming up here for the Cubs. It's the Cardinals 6 and the Cubs nothing. Jason Isringhausen, reliever, standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen.
Number 44, Jason Isringhausen.
Stepping into the box, Ian Happ. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike. Now here's the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box now, Victor Caratini. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
1-1.
And it's 1-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And now pitch on the way. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, Ryan Sandberg. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Last time through was a base hit. Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. Two and 1 the count to Sandberg. The 2-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Reined in on to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you could coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
6-0 the final shutout score today. St. Louis took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Bob Gibson takes home the win. Mark Pryor pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 47 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.